You've bought the courses. You've hired the consultants. You've got a hard drive full of proven frameworks and six-figure blueprints that you haven't touched in months. And yet, you're still looking for the next one. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't have a strategy problem. You have a trust problem. You're using learning as a high-end hiding place because it's easier to buy someone else's plan than it is to trust your own judgment. It's time to stop being a strategy junkie and start becoming a decisive leader. I see so many brilliant entrepreneurs redlining their engine on the wrong things. They think they're one tactic away from a breakthrough, but they're actually one decision away from freedom. Let's look at why your obsession with the right way is the very thing keeping you stuck. Number one, the self-help cemetery. Look at your invoices. You've got the ads course you bought because you thought traffic would fix a bad offer. You've got the high ticket sales script you're too afraid to use because you don't trust the product. You've even got the AI automation pack you bought to save time you're actually wasting anyway. You aren't a student. You're an escape artist. You're escaping the weight of your own authority by buying solutions for problems you don't actually have. Number two, the best practice straitjacket. You're trying to build a custom business using off-the-rack parts. You're forcing yourself into a funnel or a marketing style that feels like a suit that is 3 sizes too small. You know in your gut it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit your business architecture at all. But you do it anyway because an expert said so. Every time you follow a best practice that you don't actually believe in or don't really care to implement, you're voting against yourself. You're overriding the person who actually knows the business best. And that's you. Number three, the procrastination of research. You tell yourself you're doing the due diligence. You're gathering more data, you're watching more YouTube videos, and maybe you're polling your mastermind group. But for a smart entrepreneur, research is often just procrastination in a suit. You're waiting for a strategy that's so perfect, it eliminates the risk of being wrong. But spoiler alert, that strategy doesn't exist. Risk is the cost you pay for leadership. Number four, the ads before architecture trap. Yikes. You bought a $2,000 Facebook ads or maybe a YouTube growth course because you thought the problem was traffic. You spent weeks learning about pixels and hooks and CTAs only to realize that you're just paying to send people and more people into a business model that you don't actually like. You're pouring high octane fuel into a car with no transmission. Number 5, the high ticket mirage. You signed up for a 10K high ticket closer program because someone told you that selling was your bottleneck. You've got the scripts, you've got the objection handlers, but every time the phone rings, you feel a knot in your stomach. Ugh. Why? Because you're trying to sell a version of yourself that doesn't exist yet, or maybe never will. You bought a sales strategy to fix a self-trust problem. Number 6, the AI automated everything distraction. You spent the last month buying prompt packs and automation workflows to save time. And now you find yourself, you've successfully automated 5 tasks that didn't need to be done in the first place. You're using system building as a way to avoid making the one high stakes decision that doesn't have a prompt. Where is this business actually going? I used to think my business would finally take off once I found that one perfect system. I spent months, maybe years, and way too much money trying to bolt other people's success models onto my own blueprint or lack thereof. I was revving my mental engine to its capacity, trying to learn their secrets instead of listening to my own judgment. I finally had to admit that I wasn't missing information. I was missing the courage to be the final authority in my own business. I didn't need a new map. I needed to trust the person holding the compass. A C grade strategy executed with A grade trust will outperform an A grade strategy executed with doubt every single time. The magic isn't in the framework, it's in the alignment. When you stop looking for the right answer and start trusting your own architectural judgment, the how to becomes secondary. You stop being a spectator of other people's success and start being the architect of your own. You already have enough information. You already have enough strategy. What you lack is a reset of your own decision-making muscle. You've been following the other guy's blueprint for so long, you've forgotten how to read your own. It's time to stop looking outward and start looking at the internal architecture. If you recognize the strategy junkie in yourself, don't buy another course. Take the decision reset assessment. It's the 10-minute diagnostic to help you stop the cycle of second guessing and start rebuilding your authority. The link is below. Breaking the cycle of buying someone else's blueprint can be challenging. However, the break the blueprint experience is the next step for the strategy junkie that's ready to detox. I'm building a noise-free environment to help smart entrepreneurs like you to reset your personal decision-making process so you can stop overriding your own judgment in favor of someone else's. And in the next video, we'll zero in on the coaching industry and why there's an epidemic of stuck coaches and what that means for entrepreneurship at large.